What's up everyone, it's Jay the Casual Gamer, and today we are going to continue the Space Engineers series from the previous video. So we are going to be playing on the same server, and what we're going to be doing today is building a mining ship and creating a refinery, a designated refinery, so that we can refine materials more efficiently and so that we can mine more efficiently. So let's jump right into it. Okay, I finally gotten this to work. I don't know why the server was acting up, but we are going to see what we have here. We have a nice set of tools. So now what we're going to do is start on that refinery. Now we are just going to go for a basic refinery right now. Oh, we already have one in there. So we're just gonna go for a basic refinery right now, just for the simplicity and the ease of creation. And we're going to place it right next to what we already have. Looks like we need steel plates for that. Just take a few of those. We will place it right here and see exactly what we need. So we need 100 steel plates. It looks like everything is working much better now, which is excellent because it wasn't working earlier and I got a bit worried. But luckily everything's working. We need 120 steel plates, 10 motors, 20 of these, 10 computers, production. Looks like we did not have enough iron for that. Luckily, we can just go mining and get the rest of that iron. It's not going to take us long to fill up our inventory. It really doesn't take as long as you may think. So we're just going to fill up some of this, or we'll just go for half, because we probably don't need as much as I think we do. yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and fill up our inventory. So after we finish our mining ship, we're gonna get to mining, and then we're gonna start working. In the next episode, we're gonna start making a base. And once we make a base, we are going to make a ship that can hopefully get into space. That is the hope here. But things don't always go to plan. But we'll see what we can do. Yeah, we'll see exactly how much we can make from that. In fact, we'll make a mining ship. We'll make a mining ship, and the next episode we'll make a rover and start working on our base, because what we want is a nice base on Earth for now. Even though Earth may not be the safest place to put it because of how generic it is, everyone starts here. We are still gonna do that because it would cost too much resources to try to get into space and then build a base there, and it would take too many trips to come back here and get resources. Once we have enough resources in space, then we will start constructing a base there, and we'll pull resources from the planet if necessary. So we have the basic assembler. Cooperative mode, we want that on because that is going to allow us to say if the resources aren't in the assembler, it will pull it from the other components that are connected to it. So let's finish up this refinery. And so now we have a fully functional refinery, which is excellent. So we're just gonna finish up these. 25, 50. It's gonna cost 50. So yep. And you'll see what happens here. It will pull it from what we have, which is still unfortunately not gonna be enough, but we'll be alright. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this metal scrap that we have, or it looks like the refinery already did it. It took the metal scrap and it scrapped it down into the basic stuff that we need. What we're gonna do is we are going to take 200 of those construction components and scrap them down and get a whole bunch of iron from it. We are gonna get a 300 iron, which is excellent, and we're actually gonna do some of these motors too. We're gonna do, I would say, 400 because motors are actually pretty. Nope. Yeah, we are gonna get. Oh, that's a lot of iron we're gonna get from that. So we are actually going to do very well with the amount. And this gravel, honestly, we can just get rid of it. We really don't need it anymore because the gravel will just take up space. But we might as well just remove it. We don't need to throw it away, but we can just keep it there for now. So now I already have a design in mind for the ship that we are going to build, and what we need to do is we need to take a small grid. Yeah. What we need to do first is we're gonna wait for most of that to finish, but not exactly all of it to finish, and we're just gonna put that there. And we're gonna go back to the assembling. And yeah, we are going to make 100 steel plates. Later on, we will put a hydrogen and oxygen generator on top of there. That way we're able to replenish our hydrogen and oxygen when we run out of it. But for right now, we're just not even gonna worry about that because we still have a good amount of hydrogen left in the tank. so we do not need to. So we're unable to place this. That's what I thought. So what we're going to do is just build out a small place here. In fact, let's be resource efficient since no one's going to be attacking us. We really don't need that much. We really don't need that much. That many grid. That many. And we are going to place a 3x3. Should be good enough for right now. For the ship that I'm building, yeah, it's gonna be good enough. And you're able to get that up just to functional. We have a few more left. And you can already see we're getting a lot of iron already. We're gonna need a little, yeah, we're gonna use just a little bit more of that. We don't need our weapon right now because we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be alright. We're gonna put this back to deassembling, which actually what we're gonna do is up that to 400 because we really don't need that many motors, and we really do need the steel plates for this, which we can always just make the motors later. So what I'm doing right now is just making these barely functional because we really don't need it to be more than barely functional. You know, we're just gonna leave it once it gets to 1. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that. Yeah, we only have 4. And now we have enough to make this functional. So while that's grinding, now we actually are going to get a little bit more resources because we are going to need a lot of resources to build this mining ship. And what we're mainly going to do is we're going to make an ore detector. That way we can fly around and detect ores that way. And we are also going to be making. We're mainly just going to be building stone because we do get resources from that. Very nifty thing that was added into the game. However, we are going to look for pure resources if we can. We are almost finished here. And we are full, so we will get out of here. And we are going to go and put this in our refinery. Let's just check on the status of our battery. The current stored power is not going up, and that is because of everything that's going on right now, not allowing it to recharge. Its max output is 12 milliwatts, max required output. So it doesn't really have much room to recharge. It really can only sit there, which is fine. We only need it to hold a little bit of power. We just needed it to hold the power. So so it's gonna finish pretty soon. And as you see, we got a lot of iron from that, and we're going to put this in the refinery. And as you can see, this works much faster than the refineries from before. And I'm gonna do this actually a couple times just so we can get everything we need. And I will resume the video once I have gotten enough of the resources that I believe I need. Sorry guys, I just realized my microphone wasn't on that whole time. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I just built a small grid. I can't believe my microphone wasn't on. So I just built a small grid, and we just got all of the basic parts that we will need to make this miner. And one thing I did forget that I'm thinking about now is the actual miners, which we don't really need the grinders, so we're gonna replace we're gonna replace the grinder with miners, or drills. They're called drills. So we are just gonna go with a regular drill for right now, because why do we need anything different? Oh shoot. So we're just gonna line the drills up right next to each other because they do have conveyor. Oh shoot. Well, that is not good. Luckily, we've already placed our things, so we can just grab this. And we're just gonna tilt that back up just a little bit, if we can. There we go. There we go. So we may want to actually put some weight over here before we actually do the actual conveyor. So we're gonna start doing the conveyors right now, because we don't want that to tilt over yet. So we're just gonna start doing that. So we're gonna need two, if I remember correctly, it's like that. Then that's gonna be where the vent's gonna go. Then one outward and one over here, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna start drilling these up. It's like we need, and we're gonna need, what does it say we need? Construction components, of course. Arguably, probably one of the most things you'll need in this game is construction components, used in pretty much everywhere. And so these will connect to, and the difference between these conveyors and actual like storage containers is you cannot access them. See, I can't like press F and go into them. So that's one thing that you can notice. And what we're going to do now is we're going to place our conveyor junctions. So alright, so we're going to place that, and we're going to place, alright, here we go. And now this connected. However, we do, yeah, I think we want it like that, if I'm not mistaken. That's how we want it. Yep, that's how we want it to be. Yep, that's how we want it to be, because there may be stuff I want to add up. Small steel tubes, so we'll need, yep, we make those, and they're really not that expensive. Oh, I already had some. Oh well, make them. We just make them again. So that is going to be the basic conveyor system, and we're going to place the battery on top of it. And what we will need is, we have everything except for the power cells. So we're going to make 20 power cells, which will take a little bit, so we'll just wait for that. And we're going to switch over to our first inventory and just drill a little bit, just so we can stay up ahead on our resources, so we don't run out. Yeah, I don't know what that guy's talking about. Hopefully he didn't get like grief or something. So we're gonna place that in the basic refinery, just so we can stay above on resources. And now we have the iron, so we're gonna switch over to our secondary one, and we're gonna start with this. And even though it's acting out, we do have everything we need. All right.
Energy low.
Oh, we need to replace our energy. Replenish our energy. And what we are actually gonna do when I finish this episode is I'm gonna turn everything off. That allows the batteries to actually recharge, since the only thing that's gonna be online is the survival kit, because we need the survival kit. So now, since we have, since we have already used the large conveyor junction, we are going to get the air vent that we need, which is going to be right here. Just take that and place it right there. The reason why we need that is because we do not have any CO2 generator, hydrogen, I'm just gonna say hydrogen and oxygen generator. We do not have that, so we need an air vent. Since we're in the atmosphere anyways, we need an air vent so that we can, fly. That's looking good. So what we need now is a way to refill the power on this battery. And one thing I did forget is we're gonna add a connector to the bottom, which is why it was so important. We're gonna add a connector here off to the side so that we can connect. Actually, we'll put it probably, we'll find a way to do it. We can worry about that later, but we're gonna have to build a conveyor system to an actual spot and then place a connector so we can connect this to that, so the resources automatically transfer from here to there. So, with that being said, it is getting a bit late, or we have about, say, 15 to 20 minutes to complete what we need to complete. So I'm gonna try to work a little bit faster, not trying to ramble on a bit. So sorry if I'm not really talking a lot. 3 computers and one, and then 3 computers. I probably should just take all of them, so I don't need to go back. But oh well, who cares? The reason why I'm not using uranium is because I don't have any, so I can't use it if I don't have any. So we're gonna definitely be looking for that. And I feel like there's something I'm missing, but I don't know what it is. It's like eating me up. I don't know what I'm missing. So hold on, give me a second. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm just gonna go check to see if I'm missing anything, and I will be back in a few seconds. Okay, so I'm back. So I'm actually not missing anything. The problem is that we don't have the reactors because we can't place reactors, so because we don't have any uranium to run them with. So what we are going to do is we already placed our gyroscope, and I think what we're gonna do, is leave it there and place our ore detector. Is the next step. Detector. We're gonna replace it with our air vent, and we are going to place it over here. You're missing a computer and a detection component, and we got exactly one of each of those, or not one of the computers, but one detection component from when we scrapped down our ship. So now we have both of those, and I'm wondering if once we do that, so now what we need to do is, hopefully now that the weight is being balanced out, we can start placing these with no trouble. Yes, it looks like we are not having any trouble. That is excellent. So we can place all of these without having any trouble. So I'm just gonna pull out everything everything that's here, because it looks like we will need a lot of resources. And whatever I don't have, I'm just going to and maybe what we could do here is make a mini wind turbine to produce power for this, or we could just let it charge up at the station. It depends. It all depends on what it really all depends on what we have access to and what we can do. So now most of the ones that we need should be done by now. Yep, 137, and we can continue this operation. After we place these, we are going to focus on placing down the thrusters. And I think what I want to do is go a little bit different with this design. Before, on the tutorial that I watched, it only had one thruster in the back, but I think I want to have two thrusters like so. That way, can't tell which way this is facing. Oh, it's just facing the same way. Okay, so I'm gonna actually have two thrusters here because I think it's necessary. So we have all of that, and we will need more motors, construction components, and steel plates. Steel plates are arguably one of the most expensive materials in the game, because it basically just all it takes is essentially raw iron. So that's why they're so expensive to make, and that makes it so annoying how expensive they are. We're just gonna take what we have. Just wanna check some. Alright, we're good. Oh yes, the motors. We need 90 motors. What the heck? Oh, we already have 14, so we'll just make 80. Yeah, that is a lot of motors. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we are definitely gonna have to switch to more sustainable power, because right now these wind turbines are they're not gonna do. They just will not do. We're gonna turn this off right now, so that none of that power is running and wasting our precious battery life, because it is very precious and we do not have the secondary power source for it. So now that we have thrusters for upwards, we are going to focus on putting thrust on the sides, front, going forwards, and also backwards. So actually, yeah, so we have him there, and then we have him there as here as well. Yep, they're both at the same position. That is excellent. So now what we can do now is we're just gonna place 2 more here, going the opposite way. And then we'll place some radial thrusters at the bottom, going left and right. There is no aerodynamics in Space Engineers, just so you know. So if you're wondering why I'm doing these weird things, then you'll know why soon enough, because I don't have to worry about aerodynamics. And of course, these things are motor hungry, so we are going to have to make a whole bunch of motors, and we will not unfortunately have enough iron for that, so I'm going to once again go mining. In the next video, I will actually be taking a break from playing this, and I will be playing Unturned, because the roleplay server I play on is back up, and therefore I will be roleplaying on that server and let you guys see some of that. So with that being said, let's put this in basic refinery. And let's get some more, because you know that's not going to be enough. It's never enough. Jesus, people are so mean on this one. So now we have a lot of motors, so we will continue creating this, and afterwards we will test the maneuverability of the ship. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just getting rid of, whenever you weld something, it automatically applies materials to it, like what you already have, and that way it will lessen up the space in your inventory. As you can see, my inventory space is slowly going down, And for some reason, okay. And we will continue just doing that until we run out, of course. Or most of it's gone. Alrighty. And it seems that we are missing iron. So we will go once again drilling. And hold up. I want to go see what that is. That could be really helpful if it's the right stuff. You guys probably know they are kind of useless once you get farther in, but right now, when you're just beginning, they are really helpful. So I'm gonna go grab that. Oh, where'd it go? Someone already grab it? Oh man. Well, that sucks. It's already gone. Yeah, that would have really helped out. Oh well. Back to drilling. I do not think this is going to be enough to finish all of these. Yeah, it's not going to be. The construction components, I won't have enough of them. But making those should not be too resource hefty. Yep, there. Yep, that's what I thought. So we're just gonna keep on making as much as we can. Here we go. What we're gonna do actually is we're gonna take these in the basic assembler and disassembling. We're just gonna disassemble all of this, and we're gonna get 500 iron from that, which is excellent. And while that's doing that, guess what? We're drilling. Now what we can do is make 100 more and just wait for those. And we're gonna go drilling again. We're gonna do a lot of this, especially once we get our drill ship. We're gonna be doing a lot. Okay. So by now those, yep, they are done. And hopefully we can take this baby out for a test run. Now that I think about it, this may not be the best place to put these radial thrusters. It may just, yep, it'll be a better idea to stack them, and we probably need 2 more of them, just thinking about it. It just does not sit right with me, just the way that they are, and I just thought about it from the way, and I knew it wasn't gonna sit right with me, so we're just gonna place 2 more of those on each side. We know we have enough components to complete 2 of these. What? Oh, what? Oh no, that's right. We got rid of all of our steel plates. LOL. Okay. We're just gonna make a few more of those, and we'll be fine. Oh my god, that's way too expensive. Yeah, we'll just stick with 40 for right now. We shouldn't need more than 40. At least I don't think so. Or 30 or 40. Whichever one comes first. So unfortunately we are gonna have to land this on the ground. Oh, we do have enough resources to finish all of these. Make a block group for these drills, which is going to be called drills. Totally original name. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is take these, press G, go into here, and we're going to go into groups, and we're just gonna put them here. And yeah, toggle blocks on. Oh yeah, that's right. We're just gonna toggle blocks on and off. So this is a pretty nice miner for right now. I believe I will have just enough time to finish building what we need to do. So what we need to do next is we need to make a conveyor system. We need to make a conveyor system and then a connector. So we will do this. Oh no, not that. We will do this. No, not that. Yeah, here we go. I don't know why it's turning, why it's not turning. Here we go. And then we'll make a straight one. Make one there, and then we'll make our connector. Make our connector right there. Yeah, that is my, if you heard that, that's my alarm that I need to take a break. So we are slowly but surely running out of materials. We need interior plates, motors, small tubes, and construction components. So hopefully I can remember that. I should be able to. And I think it said motors. Yes, of course, motors. Those dreaded things. Sucking up all my resources. And it looks like we might be able to finish. Yep, we will be able to finish this in time. So you will get to see me place this, just test drive it real quick, make sure everything works properly, and place it on top of here. And tomorrow we will be working on getting a renewable and sustainable power source on this thing so that we do not run out of power, which, because that's not fun at all. Who likes to run out of power? And then we're going to, oh, and then we're going to start mining and getting more resources, definitely. Oh no, we need steel plates for that. Oh no, that's a lot. Once again, we have to go drilling. Just checking my hydrogen levels. I may have to start making that CO2 generator sooner than I thought. And that is connected.
Energy low.
Oh, might want to refill that up. That sounds about right. So now what we need to work on is duplicating the same thing on here. So unfortunately we are not going to be able to do that this video. However, just because I really want to see how this works, because we did all this work for nothing, that would have been us doing all this work for nothing, I am going to test this vehicle just to see if it works. Oh, I kind of do need the grinder. I mean, we'll get him back anyways. We'll get that stuff back anyways. It's not a big deal. Now, for the moment of truth. Now, we have 20 minutes power. So, that's not necessarily a lot. So, we must be careful. We have the dampeners on already. Yep. There we go. And we are now airborne. So the ship moved. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. So yeah, this works really well. Works extremely well. This is excellent, actually. I really like how this came out. And we're just gonna come down slowly with this. Turn it off. And boom. Excellent landing. So now we didn't get to finish the connector part, but we did get to finish the actual whole thing. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos of this or videos of different games, please tell me in the comments. And I will see you later.